From the Brockville and District Horticultural Society, I'm talking with the co-president, Bruce Wylie, and there's an upcoming plant sale that we're going to find a lot about. Bruce, welcome to the program. Plant sale, it's that time of year.
It is that time of the year for sure.
It is
You know, once
indeed.
Christmas comes and it's over, I think we start thinking plants. Well, at least I do.
You do, because you start in January,
That's
don't
right.
you?
I do.
Okay, so when is the plant sale that the Brockville and District Horticultural Society is having?
It's the long weekend in May. It's the Saturday of the long weekend, which I know is a busy weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? I've never gone to the plant sale.
You've never been to the plant sale?
It's my anniversary weekend, and it's plants for my wife.
The
I
wife
think
wins
the wife
out.
wins.
Of course, and she should, and she should. So what time should people start arriving to look at plants?
Well, we start at 8:30, and we asked that there be no early birds. I know there'll be, in fact, there's been lineups
Yes.
in previous years of people, because I mean, obviously the early bird gets the best plants, and or the best choice of plants. So 8:30, and then going till about noon or 1 o'clock, whenever it ends.
I think what some people don't realize is that these have to be priced, do they not? So it
They
takes
do.
a little while for
It takes a long
the
while.
membership to do that.
It does.
And that's why no early birds.
Well, it's a great team that get together on Friday evening, and they start doing that. And the big thing about the sale this year, it's a change of location.
Yes.
We used to be at the seniors building over on Elm Avenue, Elm Street, and that was a nice location. The problem was that everything had to be taken to a location and then moved to that location.
Yes.
So the Commonwealth School location, what we're allowed to do is people are going to be bringing plants on Friday evening, and then it can just be sorted there, priced there, and then be ready to go. And there's not a whole bunch of lugging and moving that's going to happen. So
Which is good.
just everyone just note, Commonwealth School, the back of the school, there's a fenced-in area. That's where the plant sale is going to be.
Oh, awesome. What can people expect to see for plants?
I think a little bit of everything. It's
Flowers, vegetables?
yeah, absolutely.
Really?
A lot of perennials. And this is the time of the year where members of the Horticultural Society are encouraged to go into their garden and start dividing up
Yes.
things. I know I'm doing that with things in my garden. I can see with that warm weather that we had that just after Easter, man, that just shot things up.
It did indeed. It did. It
And
really
so
did.
if
Yeah.
you're, not, after that, it hasn't been a great week as far as being able to get out into the yard. But when you get that opportunity, if you can dig up some things, put them into a nice pot, get some soil in with them, water them, and then save them for us.
Bruce, what do we have here on the table that you've brought in?
Well, I brought in a couple of things that I've grown from seed. Geraniums, very popular item. The story about the geraniums and why I started growing them, Eileen and I would always buy 30 to 50 geraniums every year. And you can add that up what it's going to cost you.
Yeah.
And when I got thinking about it, I thought, can you grow them from seed? Well, they're the easiest darn thing to grow from seed. They're also easy to bring in, and a lot of people will cut off a slip and put that in, and that'll go as well.
Yes.
I'm not as good at that as I am growing from seed. And so I start my geraniums mid-January, and they've still got another month or so before they'll go outside. So they'll get up to a good height.
Oh my heavens.
They'll have some flowers on them, maybe.
Very healthy
Mostly
looking.
red.
Yeah.
Is what we live.
So you like the red ones, but there
Eileen
are
likes
others.
the red one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. We grow
Yeah.
I grow Dusty Miller as well, and Dusty Miller with the
beside
red
it.
geranium, it's a pretty spectacular makes a pretty spectacular.
Yeah, they
display.
complement each other.
Yeah.
Yes, they do indeed.
And I brought something else along because a lot of people, if you go try to buy this at a garden center, it's like $11 or $12 for 4 plants or something.
Yes.
It's flowering cabbage, and it looks like the real cabbage. You can see that, but in the fall,
Beautiful.
just beautiful
They
pink,
are.
kind of a
Yeah.
pinkish color, and it'll stay through the first frosts.
Frost, yep. Yeah.
Actually,
They
Eileen uses it in our Christmas display, and then after that, it's finished. But yeah, so I'll be dividing these into separate pots and have some of those available at the plant sale, and
What about your tomatoes? You're noted for your tomatoes. Are you
Oh,
going
I've
to have
got
some?
lots of tomatoes. Yeah, I'll
You
have
do,
tomatoes.
right? Do you have a particular type of tomato that you grow each year?
Well, whenever anybody asks what kind of tomatoes I have, so what kind you want? Beefsteak.
Okay.
So
Okay. Yes.
I grow beefsteak, and then I grow cherry tomatoes as well. And I usually end up putting in about 10 cherry tomato plants myself. Oh my goodness!
Yeah, a lot of little
When I go to
ones.
pick cherry tomatoes, when they're in season, I literally have a basket full of cherry tomatoes. So one plant, maybe 2 plants will suffice. And
Oh, they do. They do. I know we usually do put in 2 plants, and well, like we're eating tomatoes throughout the summer. Like and there's nothing tastes any better than a
Absolutely.
fresh tomato.
Absolutely.
Oh,
And the
they
other
really
brand
do.
that I did grow this year is Basket V, it's called. So they're a
really?
smaller tomato, but they're a nice tomato.
Okay. Okay. All right. I don't think I've heard of those before. I'll have to look those up. So all the plants that are going to be at the plant sale, they will have a tag on them
Yes.
saying what they are
Yes.
in case people are confused.
And the other important thing is our master gardener is going to be there.
Yes.
And so if you're not sure, well, where do I plant this? You know, does it need shade? Does it need sun? What
Right.
kind of soil? She will tell you exactly what you need. Don't ask me. I have no idea. I just plant. But she will tell you. And so that's the nice thing. You can get that advice. You know, if you're not sure. People come looking for specific things.
Sure they do. Sure they do.
And that's fine. We hopefully have lots of the specific things as well. The other thing that we'll have, there's usually magazines there and tools.
I know, yes.
And so if
Yes.
good used tools. I mean, a good tool is very important if you're gardening.
It is. You don't want just a little tool, especially for digging, because they snap.
Yes.
They snap after a while, and if you're digging into the ground, you need a good.
So garden supplies,
yes,
there'll
and
be
that
some
too.
of those as well that have been donated by the members of the society as well.
So Bruce, if there's somebody out there that is thinking, oh my heavens, I've got all kinds of gardening items in the shed that I'm not using anymore.
Get in touch with us.
Perfect.
Get in touch with us, and we'll, if you want to donate them, that'd be great.
Why not?
The money we raise, Doreen, just goes to support the society. We're a member of the Ontario Horticultural Association, and we pay dues every year, and it's $1,500 that you pay to be a member of that society. But with that payment, you're covered with insurance, which is really important for events like the plant sale, should anything happen to anybody. And then, just being able to do things with our members, it's important. We have monthly speakers, and so we pay a very small honorarium for the monthly speakers. And coming up in April, last Monday in April, Marianne Van Berlo, who's our master gardener, is going to be there.
Nice.
And she's not going to be talking about anything. It's going to be Ask the Expert.
Oh, I like that. So people can come with their questions.
Yeah, if you're having trouble with, and you know what? I often thought we should give a prize to somebody that can stump her, because I don't think you will.
Don't think you ever will. So Bruce, on Saturday, the 20th, there will also be membership availability?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
And membership's like $10. I think it's $15 for a family.
I mean, it's
not a huge thing.
One thing that I don't know if our viewers know or not, but the society also takes care of some of the gardens.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
There's 3 that we take care of.
Right.
So the Rotary Garden, which is at Rotary Park where the kids' thing is and the new rink, there's a garden there. Along the Brock Trail, at the start just across from St. Lawrence Park, is our pollinator garden.
Yeah, it's a beautiful garden.
And that's one of the areas that we are very proud of. And people that take care of that they're super.
They know what they're doing, don't they?
They know what they're doing.
Yeah, they
do.
And
then the Brockville General Hospital, we take care of some of the planters that they have as well.
Yes. And I'm sure our viewers don't realize that the people from the Brockville and District Horticultural Society, they're doing this as volunteers.
As volunteers, yeah.
As volunteers, they go out, and it's just because they love being with the horticultural items, yeah. So.
And if you've never thought of joining the Horticultural Society, we have a fun time.
I imagine
We have
you
a fun time.
probably
There's-
do, and you have great speakers.
social
Great.
time.
Yes.
We have social time. There's a chance to get some gardening information. I didn't bring the list of speakers that are coming up, but one of the events that's happening in September is Jennifer Harvey's going to be with us again.
Arranging.
She's going to be doing flower arranging, showing us how to do that, and then
Yes.
we're going to auction off
Oh,
the
how
arrangements.
nice. That's
So
nice.
that's
Yeah.
usually a pretty good evening as well.
I would think it is, and she's just a lovely, lovely person.
She is.
Yeah.
And just to be able to, you're not gonna learn something probably every meeting.
No.
Because maybe it doesn't interest you every meeting. But I think if you check out, once you're a member, you'll get a communique that talks about the speakers.
Yes.
Last month we had Green Things there talking about planters.
Donna, was Donna there?
Yeah, Donna was there talking
Yes.
about planters and how to utilize those and what to put in them, and got some great tips. And I think that's the key thing, is that I know for myself. I do it by trial and error.
Okay.
And you know what, Doreen? I've done that my entire life. With anything I've been involved in, it's been trial and error. But I've had some success.
You have indeed. I mean, look, this is proof of it, definitely. And with your tomatoes, yeah. I mean, you have. As we were saying earlier, I think you have a green thumb. So don't tell anybody that you don't. But you seem to be able to grow things, and you have a fantastic garden, as we know, because you talk about it on the radio, and it's nice. It's therapeutic, isn't it, Bruce?
Doreen,
is.
it's my relaxation. Believe it or not.
When
I get out on my hands and knees and I'm digging and planting and weeding and whatever it is, all the thoughts of the world go away, and I just right there.
Yeah, it's awesome. Anything else you want to tell about the plant sale that's coming up?
Again, if you have plants or anything, you're going around your yard, you don't have to be a member of the Horticultural Society to donate something. If you'd like to, please get in touch with us, and we'll be happy. I think most people know how to reach me, so I'll be happy to direct you to where you should bring them and when you should bring them. And as I said, the money raised just helps the Horticultural Society. So.
And they're doing awesome things. So one key thing, though, if you are going to be donating any plants, please do put little notes in there as to what the plant is, just in case.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Just in case.
Yeah.
And if you know the color, that would be even better.
We don't want to be guessing.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. Bruce, thank you for coming in and talking to us about the plant sale that's going to be at Commonwealth on Saturday, May the 20th, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.